Hey mate, sell us your massive jawbone. Jawbone. Right.
So welcome back to the Bloke Outdoor Show, Mandingos, and thank you for joining me on another Wednesday night wild camping adventure. Today I'm in the lovely town of North Berwick, which is in Bonnie, Scotland, and we're going to do a wild camp up on that hill. Can you see it just through the trees there, guys? Which is called North Berwick Law. This got recommended to me weeks and weeks ago of someone. I got told that on the top there's a massive jawbone, like a whale's jawbone. So I thought, oh yes, that'll ding dang do for this Mandingo. You better believe it will. Honestly guys, on the way up, the weather has been torrential. You know when you've got your windscreen wipers on as fast as they can go and you still can't see. It's been unbelievable. But it's eased off up here in Bonnie, Scotland. It's just a fine drizzle. I'm expecting it to come down really heavy again later on and all through the night in Insey Morgan. It's going to be non-stop rain, the old Wayne Wooney. So yeah, let's get up here and get this tent up before we get absolutely drenched. I've got a nice selection of drinks, my Fandingos. I've got some lovely Scotch whisky, so stick around for the world famous whisky review. As usual, snacks to munch on, food to cook, the old Captain Klukski. And we're going to talk loads of shit as usual. You know it makes total sense, Mandingos. Okay then guys, I'll bring you legends back. I'll bring you legends back when we get to the top of North Berwick Law. Lice. Steep. Wales Jawbone over there. The weather's taking a turn for the worst again, so I need to go and find a pitch before it gets really bad, before it's blowing a gale and I have a nightmare putting the tent up. So yeah, let's go and find a pitch, bring it back in a minivan down. So there we go, my fansexuals. This is going to be my pitch for tonight. It's not perfect Raymondo Mandingos, as they say in the doo-doing. It's not totally flat. On a little bit of a slope. That's absolutely snout. I'm going to be pitched right underneath a massive jawbone.
Hey mate, if I ask you nicely, will you sell us your jawbone?
Yes. You can guarantee I'm going to say that a few more times tonight, guys, when I'm absolutely smash-burgered. Once we've gotten set up, we'll go back up later on and we'll have a proper mooch around, the old Linden gooch around. But for now, I need to get this tent up before the heavens open. These are the views I'm going to have, guys, when I'm sitting chilling out. I'll have the tent door open on this side, so even if it is raining, I'll have the vestibule ski door open and I'll be looking out here, looking out to the North Sea with the town of North Berwick underneath, which should look fantastic when it's all lit up. Yes, this is the way of the Mandingo. Oh yeah, you better believe it is. That's the tent up, guys. We've got a swirling wind and rain, so it didn't matter which way I put it. The wind's getting in the vestibule ski. Just need to get all my gear laid out now. This is totally waterproof, so I'll be as dry as a nun snatcheroonie underneath here. These are obviously not waterproof. Mrs. Block's leggings. But I've got some dry trousers and dry socks in my Baghdad behind us. Woo! Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a nice little chest warmer. Bloody July. I was going to say English weather, but we're in Scotland. British weather. July. And it's like blooming winter. So, if it's like winter, why not have a nice little chest warmer? You know what makes sense, Mandingos. Right, I'll bring it back after a couple of shots of Whisky and when I've got all me bits and pieces laid out. Nice. Yes. Oh yes, guys. Cheers, Mandingos. Jack Daniels and Coke. Oh, can you hear that? I think I'm getting in this tent just at the right time. I told you we were in for some heavy Wayne Wooney. Camping with Lorraine Kelly, you know what I'm talking about. But this is fantastic. I absolutely love this. You probably think I'm a complete weirdo, but you cannot whack it. You cannot whack it, as they say in the back streets of Berlin. This would be hell on earth, wouldn't it? For most people. But for me, it's just heaven. Sitting, listen to the sound of the rain, a few beers, a few whiskies, Whisky and Cokes. I don't normally put Coke in my Whisky, but this is like a ready-made one. You better believe it is. You know, even my good friend Cowboy Chris, who's got his own really good YouTube channel, Bonnie Lad Adventures. Even this for him, he'll tell you, this is hell on earth for him. Pitching up in the pissing down rain, tent bound for hours on end because of the weather. But for me, I just love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm out camping twice a week, every week without fail. So I've got to take the rough with the smooth. I'm going to get shit weather like this. I'm going to get the sunshine. Freezing cold, lovely weather. Windy, snowy, icy. That's just the way it goes. And I don't mind at all. I could just sit quiet like this. When I'm not recording, when I press stop on the old camaraderie, I can literally just sit like this for half an hour, 45 minutes, 45 Winnie Mandelas with a nice drink. This is how I fall asleep, you know when I've had a good drink and it's rainy or it's windy and I'm just sitting like this, and I know I've got to do the whiskey review later on or cook me food, but you're just sitting relaxing, not recording anything, and you just drift off. And then I wake up like 3 o'clock in the morning. Shit, I've got to do the whiskey review or I've got to cook me food. But I always manage in the end. Even if I've got to do the whiskey review first thing in the morning, I always manage. You know I do, guys. You better believe it. Cheers, man dingoes. Well, I think I'm going to be stuck in this tent for quite a while, so I'm going to have a few minutes to myself, finish my canned dingo off. When I bring you back, I might as well show you all my stuff. I do that every video anyway, so same as though we're stuck inside the tent. I'll show you all my stuff when I bring you back. Right. Before I show you all my shit, guys, let's have a quick look outside. See how we're getting on. Oh, it's pea soup. The fog's in. The old flog. Phileas Flog. What was his famous film? Around the World in 60 Days with Phileas Flog. Phileas Flog dingo. Let's get that zippy and bungled back up. Yes, guys, I've been sitting on my seat. The vestibule ski is just high enough for me to sit there. That's why I love this tent. The vestibule's absolutely class, even when you're stuck indoors in the lashing down rain. You can sit on your seat. You've got to like lean back because my head is really touching the top. But yeah, what I've got to say, guys, is vestibule, vestibule. Oh, I love my vestibule, oh Vesta. I love my vestibule. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I love my vest. I love my vestibule. Right. Oh yes, my spam dingoes. I've just got myself nice and snug with my warm, dry clothes on. Now it's time to show you my setup for tonight. As you know, I'm in the Berghouse Cairngorm tent. That's my little setup inside. Same as usual, guys, no need to bang on about it. For my main meal tonight, I've got a nice tin of Princess chicken curry katona. And with that, I've got some special fried lascals from my good friend. Well, should I say a good friend? Let's just say a friend. From my friend, Uncle Bensky Bates, international playboy, bunny boiler insurance, a British gas price are far too high, a lifetime to chain towards the rich and famous after-party people house of Love Shack, Baby Shark Attack on Bondi Beach, an Australians football club biscuits very nice to your face from the 8-team game changing room with Sports Direct, salt and vinegar and curry sauce, all of them your underpants from TK Maxx, Mandingos. Ho ho, yes! You know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know it makes complete and utter total sense. You better believe it does. Cheers, Mandingos. Okay then, for my drinks, I am drinking a Malibu Pina Colada. Oh yes, why I'm some Del boy. let's show you the rest of my shit, guys. I have got 1 can of beer, Highland suntan. Yes, we are getting a suntan tonight, guys, with this beautiful British summertime weather. I have got 2 cans of Captain Morgan and Cola, the old rum and coke ski. You better believe it. I've already had 2 can dingos of Jack Daniels and Coke. We have got some Whisky. It was a half bottle, but I've had a few little shot dingos already, man dingos. Scottish Lader Signature, kind of given to me from a legend. Yes, you know who it is, man dingos. Nick Ball. Cheers, Nick, my man friend. What a massive fan dingo. What a massive supporter of the Bloke Outdoor Show. And he's actually got his own YouTube channel, which is called That's Him with the Daft Hat. Check it out, guys. You can't go wrong, dingo man dingos, as I say, in the back streets of Belfast and Brooklyn. I'm certainly going to enjoy a few shot-aroonies on that, and we will do a world-famous Whisky review. Oh, pardonski. Later on, snackaroonies, what have we got? I've already eaten a chicken and mushroom video nasty. I've got some Wild West honey barbecue steak strips. I've got 4 pork pies, pork and pickle pies. I'll probably have a couple of them tonight and save a couple Inzy Morgan. With a coffee, I've got a nice quality coffee from Taylor's Hot Lava Java. Yes. And for a nice little treat, we have got some twin snakes, like Haribo sour snakes. Yes. I'm not really one for kets. Kets. You don't know what kets means, does you? Do you? In the northeast of England where I live, or definitely like round the Sunderland and the Seam and Merton area, we call sweets kets. Does anyone else call them that? I don't know. I'll just see a sweets from now. I've got a nice bag of sweets. Kets. Yes. Well, guys, I think that's about it. I think I've shown you everything. I'm now going to have a couple of little shots of Whisky, and I'm going to finish my Candingo off of Pina Colada. When I bring you back, I'll be sitting here. I'm going to set my camping chair back up here. Like I say, I'm going to have a few drinks. So when I bring you back, I'll be a little bit more smash burgered, and we'll think of some more shite to talk about. Yes, guys, we might be 10 bound, but that doesn't mean the party has to end here. The party is just getting started on the Bloke Outdoor Show. Rice. Rice. Lovely views. Oh yes, this is the way of the Mandingo. You know what I'm talking about. Tricycles.
Sellers, your views.
Matron. Ah, it's the glove of self-love. Ah. Ah. Alrighty, my fandingos. It's getting dark now. It's nearly 10 o'clock at night. It's a little bit chilly, considering it's July, but listen to that. It sounds like we're finally getting a break with the rain. So, before it gets totally pitch black, should we go up to the top and have a look at the massive Wales Jawbone? We might as well, mightn't we? However, I'll bring you back when we're up at the Jawbone.
Hey mate.
2 seconds, guys. Someone's just walking past.
Hey mate.
2 seconds, Mandingos.
Ah yeah. Do us a favour. Sell us your jawbone. Your jawbone. Oh why? Suit yourself.
There you go, guys. Massive jawbone.
Hey mate. Do us a favour. Sell us your massive Wales jawbone.
Right, guys. Shouldn't really do this coming into the tent when the weather's taking a turn for the worse and it's getting dark. I'm actually putting myself in danger, so let's get back down. I've got a Whisky with my name on it. However, here you are, folks. Back at Mandingo. This is where we had the beautiful views earlier on. Down to North Berwick, the seaside. Oh, come on. Let's get back in the tent. The Berghouse. Can go. Oh. Come on, Mandingos. Yes. Look at this, man. Yes, guys. Oh, God, it's like winter out there. I'm a little bit wet. I'm not soaking or anything like that, but I'm a little bit wet. Oh, I'm some Marty Bellow. Anyway, Mandingos, you know me. I don't need an excuse for a little chest warmer, so you better believe I am going to have a few little chest warmers now. I've just checked the full-time score from the Spain and France game. 2-1 to Spain. So, tomorrow night, come on, England. You can beat the Netherlands. You can beat the Dutch. You can beat Holland. How many names have they got? I'm a fat man with a big fat hairy spotty butt. You better believe I am. Time for that Whisky rice. Gorillas in the mist. Right, Whisky review. Coming next, guys. Right. Oh yes, Mandingos. You know what time it is. Whisky time. And this is what we've got this week. Scottish leader signature. You know it makes sense, Mandingos. Massive thanks to Nick Ball for this Whisky. Cheers, Nick, my man friend sexual. You better believe it's very much appreciated. Right, come on then guys, let's get this popped in the old famous cup dingo, Mandingos. Oh yes, there's enough of the review, and later on when I lie back and chill out and just watch some random shite on my phone, I've got a little bit left for a few little chest warmers. You better believe it. What I'm going to do is, guys, after this Whisky review, before I cook me food, I'm going to give a little shout out to 4 or 5 channels. I've been meaning to do this for a while. Maybe do 2 or 3 channels that's not quite as big as mine, and then mention a couple of channels that's miles bigger than mine. Just giving you some random shite. Not shite as in the shite, I'm just saying random shite as in a mixture of stuff. Some random stuff that I watch on YouTube, just in my day-to-day, lying back on the couch, sitting back, chilling out, scratching me balls, watching YouTube. You know what I'm talking about. Now it's time for the Whisky review. Let's get the old bakeroonie in it. A little bit rich. A little bit Richie Hall. It's like a heather smell, and also like a smokiness, like a burnt, smoky heather type of smell. Yeah, but it's quite rich at exactly the same time. Anyway, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with it tasting. Lysicles. On the first taste, guys, it's not the best, but sometimes after a couple of taste-a-roonies, it can grow on you. It's not harsh, it's not smooth either. It's not rough and it's not smooth at exactly the same time. I think you've heard that one before, guys. Like I said, in the smell, there's a smoky, dare I say it, peaty, I don't know. There's a certain smoky element to it, if you know what I'm talking about. My fan sexualities. Delving right into my flavour roonies there. There's a little bit of a fruitiness to it, like a tangy. Let's have another taste. There's a tanginess to it, but it ain't the greatest taste, guys. I don't know what it is. Some people might love it. There's a tangy, dare I say, like a zesty orange thing going on. The old Jason orange, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, smoky, tangy, Jason orange. I thought the more and more I had a few sips, it would start and go down in a very enjoyable way. But every sip is like, it's like, I like whiskey and I'll drink it because it's whiskey or Whisky, but it ain't getting any better. But there is like a little bit of a peppery thing to it. A few little spices coming through. Yeah. I'll show you again, guys. Scottish Leader, blended Scotch whisky, signature. As you can see, a few shot dingoes left for this mandingo. I mean, it's alright. It's ideal for this. A little bit of wild camping, a nice little chest warmer rooney on a shitty night like this. You would think it was like November, December, January. It's bloody July in Britain. Unbelievable is the sea in the dewdoing. Right, however, let's get back on track with this whisky review. It ain't the greatest, guys, but it's not terrible or anything like that. It's nothing like, you know, when I've done the Morrison's own make whisky, Pardonski, or the Sainsbury's own make ones, and I've given it like a 3 or a 4 out of 10. No siree. It's miles better than that. It's just not as good as the single malts I've been having, or even some other like blended whiskies that have been quality blended whiskies, like Chivas Regal. That's a blended whisky, but it's very nice indeed. This is, it's decent. There you go, guys. It's not shit, but it's not fantastic. So it's doing the job, mandingos, for this mandingo tonight on this camping trip. My pal dingoes, you know, it makes sense. Yeah. Now after a few tastes, there is a little bit of a tangy, zesty, Jason orange thing about it. Down the hatch, guys. It's done the job. It's done the job. But it's not the nice. It's not the smoothest. But I'm not complaining. I am over the moon that Nick Ball has sent me this, because people send me whiskies and I'm over the moon that you do. They don't realise that I've already reviewed them like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I haven't reviewed that before. So I'd rather have that than a fantastic bottle of whiskey that I've already reviewed before. I've actually got a bottle of proper number 12 there to review, and I've reviewed it like 2 years ago, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to review it again, but the person that sent us it wants me to review it when Little Mick's with me. So I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be 2 weeks time, 4 weeks time. Little Mick's got his own life. You guys know, I'm not being an arsehole here. This is my channel, and Little Mick comes out from the start of my channel. Little Mick comes out once every 4 weeks, once every 5 weeks, sometimes only once every 2 months or whatever. Little Mick's got his own life. He's his own man, and he's an absolute legend, and I can't wait till he comes back out again. But I can't force him to come out. He likes to go out and drink. He likes to go around his brothers, and he has a few beers, and he goes around the local pubs and clubs. He's a little legend. Mick, if you're watching, get your little arse out, or get your little fat arse out. Do you know what I mean? Yes, guys. No, I promise you, Little Mick will be back out in the next couple of weeks. You better believe it will. So the person who bought me the proper number 12, don't worry, I've got your whiskey. I'm waiting till Little Mick comes out, and then we will do the whiskey review for that one. But for this one, guys, I'll see, I'm waffling on, I'm waffling a crock of shite. This one has been okay. I have enjoyed it, even though it wasn't the best. Let's get this whiskey review wrapped up, because I've been talking shite for far too long. I'm going to give it a steady, not shite, but not special, a nice, steady, respectable 7, as straight as a die. 7 out of 10 dingo mandingos. Oh yes, you better believe I am, and you know what I'm talking about. This is serious wild camping. Rice. Well guys, that was a good Whisky review on this. Not the greatest, but certainly doing the old job, dingo mandingos, as they say it in the south of France. I'm going to cook my food and a few Winnie Mandelas. Yes, I'm getting very hungry now. But, like I said earlier on, I'm going to do a few shout-outs to some channels. It's something I used to do a while ago. I haven't done it for donkeys. For donkeys' ages, if you know what I'm talking about. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give a shout-out to 5 channels. I'm going to shout out to 2 channels that's like a lot bigger than mine. I think I've got like 69,000 now. I'm not too sure, guys, which I am absolutely over the moon with. But I'm going to give a shout out to 2 channels that's bigger than mine, miles bigger than mine, and then 3 channels that's not as big as mine. It's kind of just like the channels I've been watching over the last 2 or 3 weeks, if you know what I'm talking about. Right, should we do the bigger ones first, or should we do the smaller ones? We'll get the bigger ones out the way with first. This is just the kind of shit that I'll watch when I'm lying on the couch, farting and scratching me balls. You know what I'm talking about, mandingos. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So there's one guy I watch called Charlie Veitch. Well, his channel's called Charles Veitch, and he's an absolute legend. He sounds like he's like from America or something, but he's not. He's half Scottish, half Brazilian, and he lives like in the Manchester area. Manchester, do you know what I mean? And basically he gets free footage. He gets free footage, Nicki Minaj, because he just turns up in Manchester City. He turns up in Manchester City Centre. Sometimes he goes to Liverpool, Blackburn, Preston, different areas around Lancashire, but normally Manchester. Do you know what I mean? And he'll just turn up with his camera, and you'll be amazed how many people are offended by a guy holding his camera, and this guy just doesn't give a monkey's chuff. You've got your local crackheads and smackheads. I mean, I'm not knocking anyone that's got drug problems or alcohol problems like that. I'm just telling you as it is. You've got your local crackheads. They hate him. They're going mad with him because they know he's recording them, and obviously he's making money off YouTube. And they try and attack him, and then he has to defend himself, and he has to boot them away, if you know what I'm talking about. But I enjoy watching it, not just because of that kind of shite, just seeing like someone out with a camera in a real city centre. It's better than watching Coronation Street and EastEnders, if you know what I'm talking about, and Emmerdale and Hollyoaks and all that shite. So yeah, Charles Veitch, check him out. He doesn't need any help from me. I think he's got like over 400,000 subscribers. I'm just answering the question that I've had not a million times. I'm answering the question I've had 1,000 times over the last few months, which is, Mandingo, what do you watch on YouTube? What's your favourite YouTube channels? So I'm just telling you the kind of shit that I tune into when I'm sitting chilling out. When I'm sitting editing my videos, my own videos, and I put something on YouTube just to sit back and relax to. Another one that's quite big, not quite big, really big, 300, nearly 400,000 subscribers. I think he's got about 380,000. It's called Callums Corner. He's a proper mentalist. You think I'm mental? You think I'm a lunatic? He's like on another level. His channel, how do I even explain what his channel's about? It's about everything. He does things where he'll stop in the cheapest, most scruffiest hotel in Blackpool, or he'll book the cheapest cruise that's on the internet, where he's stopping in a ship, but it's absolutely shit. It's a shit quality holiday. He'll do food challenges where he's eating that surströmming stinky fish, like what I'd done last year, or just daft food challenges where he's eating only Rustler's Burgers for a full week. His channel's got like a massive range of all different things that he does. Just it's absolutely mental, and he's a lunatic. So if you like anything a bit wacky, a bit funky, a bit funny, a bit just a bit crazy, that's what I'm trying to say, guys. If you like things a bit crazy, Callums Corner, check that out. Like I say, the same with Charles Veitch. Callums Corner needs no help from me at all. So I don't know these guys, I'm just telling you the kind of shit that I watch. Callums Corner. So yeah, now going on to 3 channels that's not as big as mine. Not that I'm saying they're not as big as mine. I'm some big time Charlie. I'm nothing, guys. I'm just a bloke with a face a dog wouldn't lick. Do you know what I mean? This snout, there's absolutely snout special about me. I am very lucky and privileged and honoured to have the amount of subscribers that I've got. Cheers, man, dingoes. But yeah, there's a guy I watch, because although I'm an idiot and I mess about and I do the stealth camping and I do the takeaway reviews and I talk a load of shite, when I'm out camping now I waffle a load of shit. I love watching wild camping channels and hiking channels because that's my hobby. These are the people I get inspiration from. And there's a guy, he's a lot younger than me, and his channel's called Good Bloke Outdoors. Check him out, guys. If you love watching hiking adventures, not just adventures like what I'm doing now, I'm talking about someone getting up serious mountains in proper storms, in proper snow blizzard storms, gale force winds, gale plat force storms winds. You know what I mean, guys? No, seriously though, if you want to watch an absolute legend that just totally gets out there and doesn't give a shit, but also has a laugh at the same time, not boring, like there's loads and loads, isn't there, of wild camping channels, and they're not boring, but they're all the same. That's why they're not really going anywhere, even though their channels are fantastic. But this guy, Good Bloke Outdoors, honestly, check him out. He's an absolute legend. He sounds like he's a Yorkshireman. Is he from Yorkshire or Lancashire? I'd say he's a Yorkshireman. So he's from the north of England, just like this man dingo. But his channel's proper mint. And he's not boring, you know, he has a bit crack on. He makes silly little comments and he has a laugh. That's what it's all about. It's not all about being serious and just trying to be professional. He doesn't take himself serious. I mean, look, I've got no affiliation with this guy. We've never met, I think I've commented on a couple of his videos or a couple of his photos on Instagram, and likewise he's done the same thing back, but that's about it. But yeah, credit where credit's due. I think his channel is gonna just like take off at some point soon. I think he's got about 14,000 subscribers. He's got about 14,000 subscribers at the minute. I think he's going to be on like 100,000 subscribers in a couple of years' time. He's proper mint. He's proper bow, I tell her. Ooh, you complete bastard, you. Ooh, stinks of crab paste. Me minge is kicking off a right pong. Ooh, you complete bastard. Ooh. You know what I mean? Good Bloke Outdoors, guys. Check him out. Didn't ask us where that come from, but you can tell I've been drinking the whiskey, guys. Yeah, another one. Yes, from the same city as me. The fine, stunning city of Sunderland in the northeast of England. Oh yes, he's called Butchy Boys Adventures. Right, I'm going to give you a little warning straight away. If you don't like swearing, if you don't like people getting pissed as a fart and foul language, don't tune into Butchy Boys Adventures. But if you like me and you didn't give a monkey's toss and you like to see people have a good time no matter where they're from, no matter what they're doing, check Butchy's Boys Adventures out. Like I say, he's from the same city as me. I've never met him, I don't know him, We've never even messaged each other on private. He has commented on 2 or 3 of my camping videos, and I've done the same thing back, and we've liked a couple of each other's photos on Instagram, and that's what I like about him. Because we're from the same city, he could have been a licky arse, if you know what I'm talking about, and he could have been saying, "Oh, Chris Mandingo, hey, I love your channel. Can you give us a shout out because we're both from the city of Sunderland? Can you give us a boost?" No, he hasn't done that. He's left me a few nice comments and I've done the same thing back. He hasn't tried to get a head start just because we're from the same city. So yeah, and I like that. He's a proper genuine lad from the city of Sunderland. He likes to get pissed, he likes to have a laugh. There's loads of foul language. So yeah, if you're easily offended, don't tune into Butchy's Boys Adventures. But if you like a good laugh and you like a bunch of lads getting smash burgered and having a good time, check out Butchy Boys Adventures. You know it makes sense, Mandingos. And one more, a guy that I was supposed to be camping with in a couple of weeks' time, called Ray. Hello Ray, my man friend. He hasn't got a clue that I'm going to do this. I'm just doing this now. I know you've been under the weather. You've had your, I don't know what to say, because I haven't got permission to talk about what's been going on with him. So yeah, I know you've been unwell, Ray. That's all I'm going to say. I know you've been unwell. So I hope you're on the mend soon, my man friend. I'm thinking of you. And when you're feeling fit and well, me and you will definitely be going out on a wild camp soon. Ray had to cancel his wild camp with me because he got bad news with his health. I'll say no more. It's not my place to say. But his channel's called, anyway, The Great Raymondo Outdoors. And like me, he likes a beer. He's from the northeast of England like me. He's a Newcastle fan, so boo. Nah. That goes totally out the window, guys, when it comes to camping. I'm not bothered if you support Sunderland, Newcastle, Middlesbrough. I don't give a monkey's toss, do you know what I mean? If you're a good person and you like to go out camping, that'll ding dang do for this Mandingo. So yeah, check out this channel. He likes a beer, he likes to talk shite just like me and go on a bit daft. He drinks his cans, the old Candelorians, if you know what I'm talking about, the Great Raymondo. So check out his channel as well, the Great Raymondo, and you will see me camping with him in a few weeks' time when he's feeling a bit better. So yeah, big shout out, Great Raymondo Outdoors. There you go, guys. This has went on a lot longer than I thought it would. So when I bring you back, I'm going to be cooking my food. You better believe I am. You know, it makes sense. Mice. Get her in there. Rice. Uncle Bensky special fried rice with a tin of Princess chicken curry. We shall give that 2 or 3 Winnie Mandelas, and it will certainly be a meal fit for a Mandingo. You better believe it will. Rice. Oh yes, my pansexualities. Time for a nice hot lovely meal. A very basic tin of Princess chicken curry and a packet of Uncle Bensky Bates International Playboy Bunny Boiler special fried lysicles, all mixed in together. You know the score, my pansexualities. Oh, and for such a basic meal, how nice is that? When you're in a cold and windy and rainy tent, anything hot is going to taste very nice indeed. Look at that. Fantastic one. Well, it's been a shame. I've travelled up here 2 hours and 40 minutes and I haven't even been really to step outside the tent very much, because I've been lashing down gale force, gale plat winds. But I have absolutely loved it. Like a weirdo with me seats out here, cram-packed into the tent. Sitting there and talking to myself. Watching the Spain versus France game on my phone. You kind of whack it, guys. I tell you what, as soon as I finish this, I am going to get a quick slash Gordon. I'm going to drain the old lizard, the old Eddie lizard, if you know what I'm talking about. Why is Bonnie? Why looks cute in a dress? You better believe it, guys. It's certainly a meal fit for a Mandingo, tell you what. Plenty of chicken in that tin. Right, Mandingos. I finish the rest of this off in peace. And when I bring you back, I'll be snug as a bug in a rug, and it'll be time to say bonjour. Right. Oh yes, my fandingos. It's 1:55 in the morning. It's very late. It's time to get some sleep. The time has just gone nowhere. And you know why that is? Because I've had an absolutely fantastic time. You better believe I have. That's the way it goes, isn't it? When you have a great time, the time just goes nowhere at all. God's sake. I could have sat up for a lot longer, but I've got to get some sleep, Mandingos. I've got to get some sleep because I've got to get up in the morning and drive home. I've got no more drink left. All the beers, Whisky, rum and cokes, they've all gone dingo, Mandingos, as they say, in the deepest forest of the Congo. So it's now time for me to say bonjour, good night Vienna, Vorsprung Dirk technique and arrivederci. I'll see you legends first thing in the morning at coffee time. You better believe I will. Rice cakes. Good mooning, Mandingos. 9:05. It's not raining. Surprisingly, it was forecast to rain all morning and into the afternoon. So I'm going to get a coffee on. I'm going to get a slash Gordon, and then I'm going to quickly get packed away before it does start raining. I'm not sure what it's like outside yet. I haven't looked, so when I bring you back, we'll have a quick look outside and yeah, quick coffee and get packed away. Right. So there we go, folks. That's it. That's me all packed away. Baghdad ready to put on my old Buckaroonie. Bin diesel with all my shite. As you can see, that's where I had the tent. Leave no trace and all that carry on. Well, let's get cracking, man dingoes. I'll see you back down at the Blockmobile. You better believe I will. So here we are, my fansexuals. We're back at the Blockmobile, and that's about it. That's the end of this video. And I know what loads of you will be thinking, Mandingo, was it really worth it? Travelling over 2.5 hours just to be stuck inside the tent all night in the pouring rain. Was it really worth it? You better believe it was worth it, and you know it makes total sense. It was absolutely fantastic. When you come out camping every week like this, Mandingo, you've got to take the rough with the smooth, as they say in the back streets of Berlin. You better believe they do, guys. Well, that's it then. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It really does help the channel. And I'll see you in the next one, guys, which will be on Friday night for another takeaway review, and on Sunday for another serious stealth camp. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Rice cakes.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.